Hi, everybody. Welcome to Conversations with Bizzy. I hope you enjoyed today's story. And if you do, please subscribe. Here we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Conversations with Bizzy. It is episode 552. How are you? Do you like my new hairdo? If you're not watching me, you can go check it out on social media because I'm sure we'll have some clips going up, some reels from this. You can see my hair. I just had it done because I'm getting ready to go to Europe. Can you imagine? Off I'm going to go. But guess what? I have to let you know something. I started coaching again, and it has been a game changer for me. You might be like, why did she stop? Well, I stopped when I met my husband because he was like, you know what? You don't have to coach anymore. And I was like, okay. But then this thing like empty nesterhood comes, and I was kind of like, it was not like check off my box that I raised my kids, but it kind of was too. Like I did it. So they're launched. None of them live in my basement. None of them even live in the same state as me. So I start like kind of put my foot in the water, put my toe back in the water per se of coaching in January. And it has been an amazing game changer because I know this, I'm good at what I do. I can tell you that. And I don't say that to be braggadocious or be like a narcissist or be like, oh, it's all about me. Oh my gosh, I'm so good at this. I feel like because I have gone through so many different things in my life and I haven't fallen, right? Has it been painful at times? For sure, but it hasn't broken me. And I think for so long, when I was in my active alcoholism, I did not want to be my transparent self. I did not want to be authentic because I thought if I am transparent and I am authentic about who I am, I'm going to crumble. All the king's horses and all the king's men aren't going to put Humpty back together again. And I was like Humpty. And I don't say that in a derogatory way, but just more in a way that I didn't know how to be authentic. And I don't know if that's because I was raised in a house that was like, shh, don't tell anybody. Shh, don't tell anybody. And I think that shh, don't tell anybody way of starting off your life is definitely hard to get away from when you're like, but I want to be me. And now as time has gone on, like more and more we can be transparent about who we are. But I want to do it in a loving, kind way. And with the fact that I have, the principles of my religious faith of Catholicism with me at the same time, which is kind of different, right? It's still love thy neighbor and treat my neighbor as thyself. And, don't cheat, steal, don't do any of those things. And just be a good person and realize, something I totally had forgotten was how important that sanctity of marriage is. I think all of us was like, at least for me back when I was younger, it was like, you have to get married, check it off the list. And now here at 56 years of age and being married and realizing even when my husband and I got together, I was like, you're number 47 behind my dogs because I had dogs and I had kids and I had been raising them. And he was great to go out for dinner with and have fun with, but to get really intimate with my husband, and I don't mean obviously romantically or physically and all that. I mean, just like really opening up your heart to your spouse has been so incredible, and I want to share it with everybody. Like reading the Bible in the year, which I totally have fallen off of, but I did spend a good couple of months in there and reading and digesting it with some friends. And because life gets lifey, it fell away, but it will come back again. I know I'll go back and read it again. But the one thing that I think I took away from that was how important marriage really is. Like, it's not about like this hot romance and looking sexy together and all this outside stuff. It's really about that peace that you get as two human beings that go through life's ups and really far downs, and how you come back up again and then you might go back down. But your relationship with your spouse is so important, and not to take away from who you are as an individual, But your relationship with your partner, your husband, your wife, is just like so important to work on. And I didn't know that when I was younger. I just didn't. It wasn't something that I was taught. My parents got divorced. It's the last thing I wanted to do. And when it happened, my alcoholism took off. And here I am, almost 19 years sober, remarried for almost 8 years. I can tell you this. I'm so glad I am where I am right now, and that I have gotten to this place where my husband's my number one. He's not number 47 behind my dog now. My kids have gone. My dogs, he takes care of, and he actually feeds them. It's kind of fun. But anyway, and our relationship is what is so great. And it's because we have taken the time. And somebody always has to be like, I surrender. I would rather be in a better relationship than win. And I think when I was younger, the fights were like, I want to win. I want to win. I want to be right. I want you to see I'm right. And I think now, looking back in hindsight, I wish I had known what I know now, but I don't regret it, right? Does that make sense to you? Like, I don't regret it. And that's what I want to share with my coaching is how important the marriage is and how important it is to fight for it. Like, just to really get in there and fight for your marriage. And sometimes that has to be, you know what? You were right. You were right. And I was wrong. And I'm going to shut my mouth now. And I hear you. We'd always want to view things out of this vision that we know what is right and what is wrong, and like this is perfect and this is not perfect. I don't think any of us really actually knows what that is. I think if we all knew what that was, the self-help and the people that are struggling out there wouldn't be going on the way it is today. If we went back to basics, just really human basics and not all this noise, right? The phones, the television, the computers, the emails, the social media, the da 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 da, all of it becomes so overwhelming. If you're going to use social media as a form of entertainment and you can make that decision in your head, like, this is my entertainment. I like watching Sailing with Phoenix, the guy who left Oregon and arrived in Hawaii this past week. That was fun to watch. It was fun to watch a kid go and do something he wanted to do, and he went and he did it. And to watch it, I was enthralled with it. And my husband's like, well, that's like a reality TV show. Well, it is like a reality TV show, and it's watching somebody's real life. That's what these phones, I don't have a phone sitting next to me, but if I did, I'd show it to you. But that's what those phones have done, is have been able to bring people along the ride. Which brings me to what I'm doing right now, which is packing like crazy. We are leaving on Thursday, and we are taking an amazing trip, my husband and I, just the two of us. And it was so funny when I was getting my hair done. The young girl that was washing my hair, she's 20, and she's like, well, you're going with a bunch of friends? Do you know a lot of people that are there? And the reality is no. We are meeting friends the last 5 days of our trip. But we are going on an adventure, the two of us. And neither of us have ever been to Spain. So we are going to fly from Miami directly to Spain. And we are going to go to Madrid and Barcelona. And then we're going to go from Barcelona. We're going to fly to Rome, and we're going to rent a car. That should be interesting. Driving on the other side of the road with my husband in Italy. Okay, that's going to be like keeping my mouth shut. I'm a big backseat driver. And then we're going to go up to Lake Como, and then we're going to go to Portofino, and then we are going to stay in Assisi, where St. Francis of Assisi is from. And we are staying in a monastery from 1071 in an Airbnb, and going on we're going to go do a cooking class, and we are going to go on a hunt for truffles. And you may say, why? why are you going to do this? And the reason we're going is because, let's face it, we're not getting any younger. We I love to travel. My husband, of course, like many men, are like, well, wait a minute, it's gonna cost a lot of money. Da, da, da. And I'm like, let's just do it anyway. And we'll deal with it. Everything always ends up panning out, thank you, God. But we are gonna go and we are gonna share with you guys, which is something we've never done, which has been like on social media. Like, we're going to be like documenting our trip with you guys to show you not only how God and my Catholicism and JF's journey with, JF/John's journey with religion and where that's taking him. So we're going to have those aspects to share with you guys as along our way. We are going to share with you what it's like to travel. We don't drink. And it was funny because the dinner we're going, the cooking class is all about being paired with wines and stuff. And I had to send a message to the person in charge and say, just so you know, we do not drink. We do not drink. Just so you know. So we will not be having the drinking part of the cooking course, just so you know. And some of you might be going, well, why do you want to do that anyway? Because I want to become a better cook. I went on many wine tastings in my life and have been to Napa a lot of times and went and took a sommelier course to learn about wines. And the reality is, all I wanted to do was get drunk. Okay, let's just be honest. That's what I wanted to do because I have that allergy of cravings. So I have one sip and then I can't stop. So so we're going to do that. We are transparent. So we are going to do something we've never done, which is we are going to post reels all the time. And if you don't want to follow me, I totally get it because I have to tell you that when I follow some of my friends that are like on there all the time, I'm like, why are they posting all the time? I don't want to follow them. I don't care what they're doing. And so you stop following them. It's fine. I think social media, Facebook is kind of used more like of a friend thing. I don't know about Instagram as much. I really don't know, let's be honest, about what's going on with all this social media. I just know this, that I find some things entertaining. So maybe some people that are out there that are in their 50s and 60s that are married people and they're sitting at home and they're like, I really want to take this trip, but I'm too much because it's going to cost too much money. I just want to say to you, you can do it anyway. You can do it anyway. We aren't flying like we're flying economy. We are flying a direct flight from Miami to Madrid, and then we are flying back Rome, direct American Airlines to Miami. So we are doing this as 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds. And should we be saving for a rainy day? Probably, but we're not. We are going to go and have this experience together and have fun. And we want to bring you along. And we both have talked about it and we're like, we're going to make this really fun. And I said, okay, we're going to make this really fun. So the two of us are going to do this together. It's kind of like a fun thing. We're going to go see the world and we're going to bring you guys. And I'm probably going to do silly things. And I'm sure he's going to do silly things. And I pray we don't get any fights because I don't want to share fights. I just want to share how you can be adults with your spouse that you've been with. Because I've been with my husband for a long time, like maybe even 15 years by now or something crazy. But where we are is like, it's not perfect, but we're trying to have fun. And our kids are grown and they're doing their own life. And it doesn't mean we have to stop living. We, in fact, get to keep going and keep having fun and making memories together. And if some of you want to join along, you can always tune in. And, this coaching thing is working. This coaching I've been doing, I just had another client. I had a new client come actually today. It was awesome. And where I am with this coaching and taking these adventures is realizing where I am. I think when we're younger, it's like, go get a job, go get a family, go do all these things because you have to do them. But when you're 56, I'm 56 years old. So here I am. I raised 3 kids. I, had a divorce, got sober, had a lot of turmoil that's gone on, and I'm kind of over it all. I'm like, really, I just want everybody to be happy. And if everybody can be happy, then I'm going to just go do me. And all those times I wanted to do things like doing this, which is going to feel kind of weird documenting. I'm just going to be honest. It's going to feel weird because I don't want it to be all about me. I actually want it to be about you, knowing that you can do this too. Like watching Sailing with Phoenix, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's going with his cat. He's never sailed before and he's going to go do this. We're going to go do this. And I want to show you that you can. And my coaching, I can start this at 56. Yes, I did it back in my 30s. I didn't really do it that much in my 40s and my early 50s, but here I am and I have kept learning and I haven't stopped educating myself. I just got my health and wellness coaching certification, and all of it has given me the opportunity, because the reality is in your fifth, like I'm 56, like, do you not like me? Do I care? It's okay if you don't like me. It's okay. Not everybody's going to like me. Not everybody's going to like anybody. Everybody has something in their crawl about something. But if you can just smile and say, I get where she's coming from, that's all I want to share with you. Like, you know what? If you're sitting there and you're like, I am this age, I've done this my whole entire life. I haven't been able to do what I want to do, and I want to do it before I can't walk anymore, or I have some crazy illness, or something terrible happens in the world, whatever it is, and you want to miss it because you're scared. I want to share with you, don't be scared. You're never going to be rich enough. You're never going to be skinny enough. You're never going to be happy enough. You're never going to be in that perfect place in our brains, our teeny small brains, that says, if you get to that place, everything's going to be okay and you can do whatever you want to do. I think it's already here. I know there's a lot of people that are all about dotting I's and crossing T's, and dotting I's and crossing T's, and living in a life like where everything has to be perfect for it to be okay. And it's a struggle because you just have to be perfect. The numbers aren't there. And it's like, oh, that's just so hard. There's no letting go there. There's no trusting God in that. I understand being responsible, but I also understand living. And so many of us are full of fear. Like I had a friend that just called me and she said, I'm worried about my son's fall semester. I'm like, we're in May. If you're going to watch the news and it's going to take you down a dark highway, don't watch the news. Do me a favor, don't watch the news. If what you're watching is giving you anxiety, stop watching it. If you're doing things that don't make you feel comfortable in your heart, don't do them. Okay? Don't do them. You know, you have the power. We don't have the power over many things. That's the truth. We really don't. I teach a lot of my coaching clients that we have no power over how somebody feels, how somebody else feels, even our kids. We have no power over that. All we have power over is ourselves and how we are going to present as human beings. Are we going to have a smile on our face? Are we going to be kind? Are we going to be loving? Are we going to be patient? Are we going to be tolerant? Or are we going to be angry, upset, remorseful, sad? I think that smiling to another human being is like really a step to freedom for that other human being and for yourself. Smiling, letting go, trusting. I have power over whether or not my car has gas in it. I have power over, but I don't have power if it breaks down. I really have no power. I really don't. I'm not a mechanic. I have no idea. If it stops working, I have no idea what to do. but I have a power of my reaction to it. So my car stops working. What do I do? Do I freak out? Do I scream? Do I yell? Or do I take a deep breath and call the car mechanic and say, can you fix my car? That's what it's about. You have a power over how you react to things. Are you going to carry yesterday's baggage on your back like a backpack? Are you going to finally let it go and say it's over? I give up. I forgive. I don't want to carry this anymore. Where are you on the spectrum of that? Do you have to be right? Can you let go? Can you trust? Can you be forgiving? Can you be in the place where you trust God 100%? Can you? Do you trust God? It says in the Bible so many times, trust me, I've got you. But so many of us don't. We say we want to, but we don't do it. We don't get into the action part of it. Like we say, oh my gosh, I trust God. I do. I trust God. I believe in God. I trust God. Kind of. For me, I have to carry this. I carry my rosary all the time. Because you know what? It's just a reminder that I'm not alone. I've got a bunch of Christian bling on today. And I wear this and I wear my Mary around my neck at all times just because I know she's protecting me. And I just don't feel so alone. And I don't have to go to those dark places. If I stay with these things that are my tools that make me feel better. But my coaching helps you find your tools. What are your tools? What are your tools? What works for you and what doesn't? Think about it. If you ever need help, you can call me. I will be back the 16th of June. So if you have any questions and you want some help, let me know. As to sober travel and faith on the road, it's so funny because right now I'm already just talking about my husband driving in Italy kind of gave me a little agita. I have to be honest. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to let go. I'm going to have to trust that he's driving on the other side of the road and he has no idea where we're going. I hope my maps work there. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Oh my gosh. And letting go. Oh my gosh. And not drinking and not screaming and not getting mad. How am I going to stay in that place? Well, as I mentioned to you, I'm going to have my rosary for sure. Okay. And I'm going to pray for sure. I'm going to have to take a deep breath. I might have to close my eyes and not look and say, I can't look. Oh my gosh, I can't look. And we're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. And that is what I'm going to do. And no matter what, I'm not going to drink. And it's nice because, as you guys know, my husband's sober too. So I got my buddy, and we've traveled already. We've never gone away this long, and we've never gone away this long. And it's going to be making sure we have our stuff. If you saw all the stuff I've packed, I just want to make sure, in my bag, I have my things I need, my gum, my mints. I want to make sure they're all at my easy disposal. I want to make sure that I have comfortable shoes. I have some sweaters. I have a raincoat. I have rain shoes. Those are all there. And I just have to go and relax and have fun. I just have to roll with it. Because the reality is, I don't really have any expectations, to be completely honest with you guys, because I learned a long time ago that expectations are born resentment. So if I have this idea of because we're not staying in I'm not staying in 5-star resorts the way we can't afford that. So we're not staying in those kind of resorts at all. We're staying in Airbnbs, and we are staying in 2 hotels in Spain and 1 in Rome because that's where my friends are staying. But every other place we're staying in an Airbnb, and I'm really, really, really excited. And I'm just know that when we stay in an Airbnb, for us, it's bigger. It's bigger than most hotel rooms you ever get in Europe. So you have more space to lay out your stuff. You can get up in the morning. You can do your meditation. We can do our prayers. We can do all those things that are very important to us. And we have the space to do it. And we aren't on top of each other. And we can lay out our clothes and we can have everything organized the way we like to have it organized. And it's just easier for us to go like that. So that's what we're doing. We are going to get an Airbnb that has a kitchen. And so at night, I can have my tea. I like to have tea at night. So I will have my hot tea every night wherever we are. We'll stop at a store and I'll buy some herbal tea and I'll have that ritual because it's the thing I do at home. I will get up every morning. I will listen to Hallow the entire time we're there because if I don't do that, I'm not going to be okay. So I have to do my things even though I'm traveling because the crazy thing is there's the internet everywhere. So I am going to be able to do that. I'm going to be able to, I am going to be able to do my rituals, make sure I have my hot tea because the place I'm staying, I don't have to go like call down to room service and say, can I have hot water? They'll have a kettle there and I can make my own tea and it'll have the tea bags in it. And it'll be, it's going to be bringing my peace and my tools wherever I go. It's doing that everywhere I go. I have to have my hot tea. I have to have my quiet time at the end of the day. I'm going to read at night, have my tea and relax. And then we go to bed early and then we get up early. And that's what we're going to do. And we might even go to a 12-step meeting. Who knows while we're gone? I have a feeling we probably will. And so I want you to tune in to me. I'm not going to do a live drop of a maybe I'll record. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to see if I can record when I'm there on my phone. I don't know if it'll be, I'll probably just do it on my phone. I think. And then I'll take that and I'm going to have my computer with me because I have to bring that. But I'm going to see if I can do the podcast on the road. So you guys will get the podcast on Wednesdays when I'm away. I already have, I'll do 2 by myself and I'll do 1 with him when I'm gone. So we'll do 3 podcasts while we're gone. And one of them I think will be on that. I'll do it the Tuesday before I head to Rome. And then, yeah, no, we'll drop on Wednesday and then I get home Wednesday. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I'm going to do. Aren't you guys glad you could follow me with that? So you will get me live. It might not sound like this because I'm not bringing this mic. I do have another mic. Hopefully it sounds as good. And I'm going to record with my phone and upload it to you guys. And hopefully it'll sound good. Let's just hope. So I'll be doing that. And I will be on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I have never been a big TikTok person, but I have a dear, dear new friend, and she is like, try it. I think you might like it. You might help a lot of people. And I said, okay, I will try it. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Well, let's just try it for a couple weeks while we're gone. If we like it, we'll keep doing it. If we don't like it, maybe we'll stop. But we're going to try this on our trip. And I just want you to realize that if you're sitting there at home right now and you're going, I can't believe she's going on this trip. I really wish I were going on a trip. If your trip even is like to stay at a hotel down the street from your house because you really can't afford a plane ticket, go do it. Or make a plan to go drive somewhere. Gas prices are down the lowest they've been in a long time. Go drive somewhere. Go plan something, a getaway. It doesn't have to be 5-star, okay? You don't have to have saved all your money for your entire life. But if you think about it, going out for dinner costs a lot of money. And if you were just to go on vacation and let's just say get snacks along the way, when you go out for dinner, share your meal with your spouse. They give us way too much food most of the time anyway. You can get an appetizer, share that, share the salad, and share the dinner and a dessert. And that would all be enough food for you. Knowing that, because our portions are way too big. But if you went on vacation and thought, okay, we're only going to have one meal. We're going to share meals all day. You could do it. So I'm not doing these reels to be like braggadocious again. I am not doing these reels because I don't want you to go and go, why don't I have this? I want these reels to be there to encourage you to go and book an adventure for you. I want you to book an adventure for this summer for you and your partner, or you and your best friend, or you could even go by yourself. I just talked about yesterday on a reel about, oh no, it's today's reel. Actually, it was dropped today. So this would be yesterday. So if you want to look at Tuesday's reels on Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you follow social media, I was talking about how last year I went to Italy by myself. No, I didn't. I went to Medjugorje by myself. I went to Medjugorje by myself without my husband. And the year before that, I went to Amsterdam and Paris by myself. And then my son met me there. But what I'm trying to say is I went on these adventures by myself, and it was so fun. I got on the train. I said hi to people. I smiled. It was so fun just to be me and having fun on this little adventure, right? I was on an adventure by myself. And in some ways, it was kind of fun because I didn't have to ask somebody, where do you want to go eat? I mean, I'm going to love that with my husband this trip, but I've done it by myself where I was like, where do I feel like going? And I just went where I wanted to go, and did what I wanted to do and saw what I wanted to see. And because of that, it was fun. It was really fun, you guys. It was really fun because I got to know me, which again brings me to that point of being in your 50s or 60s or 70s or 40s, even 30s. And you're at that place and you're like, I just want to love me, who I am. You can. You can. Don't let anybody stand in your way. So to surmise everything, you guys, for one, thank you for listening to me today. And if you have any questions, please reach out, Elizabeth@elizabethchance.com. Please know you are not alone. If you need coaching help, reach out to me, Elizabeth@elizabethchance.com. Go look at my website, elizabethchance.com. There's a whole section under coaching. And follow me anywhere you look at social media. And I will be posting starting on Thursday afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. I will be going with me and my man on our way on our little adventures that we start this Thursday. So tune in. And until next time, be well. I always want to say what I used to say all the time, so I'm just going to say it anyway. Until next time, keep getting busy, living sober. Bye, everybody. Take care. And again, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to Conversations with Bizzy. I hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, if you could subscribe, that would mean the world to me. And follow me on all social media. And you can also get my newsletter every Friday morning into your inbox. Just go to elizabethchance.com and subscribe. Take care.